Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, our Wild Reach series, and things are looking a little bit more cleaned up. It is 9th of December, so a little the middle of winter. It's chilly out. But we got a lot of that terraforming work done, so the rot wood is looking a lot more clean than it was previously. We still have some plasteel mithril to mine out before we restore the east gate. But we have been doing a lot to try and catch up on just like all those stray build orders that are everywhere. Our little seaside crafts and metalworks is looking a lot more like a workshop. We are moving our weapons to just kind of like a little shop adjacent to this crafting area. We got rid of the weapon storage that we had over here. We still have a lot of cleanup that we need to do, and I did throw in a large steam geyser, so we're all right there. What else is going on? We are up and running on like smelting. So these guys just like automatically smelt various ores into ingots, and it looks like we have Tanith down here who is cleaning up some weapons that we aren't going to be using. Up this way, Stone Hollow Residence, we are reshaping it and building it out of stone, so that's what it'll look like. We'll have like the primary bedroom here, we'll have our living area, and then the children's room, which is just Alice's room for now. Now, it looks like we've got most of the shape in. We just need to finish up the walls and get some furniture moved around. This rug we might just uninstall for now. What else is going on? We got a little bit more built here in Bluefish Manor. We do have so much kibble. The various insect infestations that we've had, I always keep a kibble bill that specifically make kibble forever out of insect meat, human meat, just like any undesirable kind of meat. Down here in the nursery, we have Cordy and Saria. And is it staying nice and toasty in there? It is. So a little table and seats. We also have like a little wooden log so mothers can come down here and nurse. There's a fire pit and a steam fan. We are operational in the new school. Old school's still down here. It's just empty, which kind of looks pretty sad. I think I might turn this into maybe like a fruit tree or orchard. We have kind of done some of that right up here. Trees won't spawn next to other trees, so this keeps that area kind of like nice and clear. That's what it's looking like. We put down some fertile soil. There's something going on in the jungle. Some fertile soil before we put some apple trees down. So we'll be getting some apples into the mix, and we'll be storing those apples here in the bakery. We need sugar, so we'll probably find somewhere to grow some sugar cane, but then we'll be able to make apple pie. So in addition to the bread that we're distributing out to, looks like the inn here, I think there is another inn that is also storing bread. Yeah, this one right here. So that's all good. I did finally come up with a plan here. I'm not sure if I've shown this to you guys yet, but we're going to make this a home. So there'll be a primary room here, a children's room here, living room. But it will still double as magical crafting area, alchemy, so like gene stuff. And then we're going to make this a little library, put in some bookshelves down there. So we'll have to come up with an interesting name for this like family household slash apothecary. I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that for a second. Manhunter pack coming in. It is a crazy amount of mega sloths. Let's grab everyone and then let's tell them to go here, and we will tell them to get into their defensive positions just in case. Mechanoids, will have you guys come in. And oh man, it's covered in snow now, but you guys might remember the last battle that we had up here. The forest caught on fire a bit, and so it was like super clear, and I was just like, oh, it would be really cool to do like a meadow of flowers. I'm not sure about this being kind of like the final form of it, but we planted some poppies. They apparently all come in this nice purple color, which I think makes it look pretty good. But I was thinking kind of like, you know, those kind of like Dutch tulip fields, or you know, in Washington State they kind of do the same thing. I'm sure lots of places have like flower fields. But yeah, we have these poppy fields kind of like as you make your way to the city gate, which I think is cool. We've also planted grass here and here just so that's like low maintenance. But that gives us like this area, and all of this. That should be clear. Hopefully, dryads, stay inside. Dryads, thank you. Should be nice and clear and prevent any raiders from having too much cover out here. I'll have to go and pick these stone chunks up and stuff. Okay, so in the school, or like in the keep, we have those children. You guys don't have good spots. That's fine. Magnus, you're new. Magnus, let's have you stand right there as your defensive position. Well, we have you guys actually not there, but we'll do that so that you guys can just peek out and have some cover. And the other thing that I want to do, I always grab the Manhunter packs and select them for hunting. That way when we're done, our hunters will go out and just like finish off any little survivors that we have. Okay. Are they even gonna touch our melee folks? Yeah, they did make it to the front. No one took any damage. You guys are free and clear. Hunters will do their work. You can see people blinking or phase striking away. Max, you guys are unrestricted again, and so will the dryads. You guys can go do whatever hauling work you were gonna do. We did get Irma a magical class, so she's the sniper. We had 2 of those sniper books. She has a couple abilities. She has headshot, disabling shot, anti-armor shot. Those all sound like what they sound like. Those are what they sound like. And then she has this Shadow Slayer ability, which is like a cloak. So she's all camouflaged, and she'll stay camouflaged until she takes aggressive action. I guess she has like 35 seconds of it, or until she takes some hostile action. So that'll end it early. Irma, you're good. Renee, we had her take a gem of physical insight, and we will have her read the other sniper role. No ability. I think actually the sniper ability reduces their animal-like tame chance and whatnot, so we'll have, I guess, a subgroup of rangers that do not have animal companions. I am on the lookout still for interesting wildlife on our map, because we do have quite a few rangers who do not yet have animal companions. Other than that, I think that's the main stuff that's been going on this side of the map. Over on this side of the map, we have been kind of getting some of these ranches ready. They loaded these guys up with meat before I could get the toggles changed, but this is where we're going to be drying straw from hay. Growing wheat delivers so much food, you guys. We had like 2 wheat fields. I decided to change this one to a cornfield because it is just insane. We are so heavy on flour. We have 2,000 flour. We have this guy that still has wheat. We're still processing wheat. Not only does it give us wheat, but it's like when we harvest the wheat, we get hay. When we finish processing the wheat into flour, we get flour and hay. So I had to send someone on a caravan to just like dump 3,000 hay or something insane. Just out in the world, just delete it and then come right back. We do have a caravan out right now. I've been keeping an eye on them because they're like pretty heavy. but they're on their way to Eve Fun, where hopefully they'll be able to sell a bunch of junk, and we'll see if they are able to bring anything interesting back. That's the only one that has restocked since we last visited it, so the only colony that we'll be visiting for now. I think what I do want to do today is potentially hit up this worshipful village, and then also activate this guy so that we can get our last bit of like construct research queued up. So I think those are what's on the table for today. Potentially getting this guy rearranged, maybe making some plans for rearranging this guy, and keeping an eye out on, I don't know what we're this, like maybe the construct pit, just like our area that we're cleaning in order to like bait mechanoids. I think we're all set with removing roof. Not quite. A little more. But we can go ahead and start mining out the rest of this junk, so I'll get that taken care of. Forgot to update you guys on our prisoners. We have cast Regenerate on them, so it looks like Una is growing some limbs. Marn, how is your psi focus? Let's have you come up here. Cast it on Jaguar. Social-wise, halfway through being recruited for both of them, and then prisoner-wise, 7 resistance. Oh, let's go ahead and set you to convert. And you on convert, you have 19 resistance, you have 7. And you know, he's fine. The problem is that he's regenerating, so his leg is at 12 of 30, and while it's regenerating for the next 107 hours, it'll slowly tick up. So it shows that he's injured, but that's just his right leg regrowing. Is it just one organ at a time that you're doing? Let's see. Let's go ahead and regenerate on you. And at some point, one of these should start regenerating, if not both of them. Well, we have a tribal siege happening. This is 43. It looks like orcs, so they are barbarians. I have sent our melee folks up to the gate that we're leaving open. I have our ranged folks coming down to East Gate, so we'll try and cut them off down here. And our children, of course, have gone to the keeps. So we have a couple of us down here already. Where's our nearest ranger? The rangers on their way. Let's go ahead and have you do a marksman command. And I was like, what child is that? It's a little holler spider. Okay, you guys, 11 of you. We can also do combat command because Marn is here, right? Go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's grab you guys. And I think our range is pretty decent. Oh, yeah, especially with those staves. Looks like they have some magically gifted folks. That being said, we have a lot of orcs in our colony, so if we do take prisoners, it'll probably be so that we can, like, brain scan them. Bearded Troll Revenge, that sounds like a problem for these orcs. Are you guys all melee? Yeah, these guys are melee. Oh, they do have a bard. So someone can entertain and can put people to sleep. Let's just back up just a little bit. Okay. These guys are all heading east off the map, so you guys are free to go. You guys are free to go. Let's have you pursue a bit, just so that we can see if we can get some more people to be down so that we can scan more brains. Okay, cool. Dunmore, Foca, Auric. Why don't you go ahead and capture, and I'm not going to worry about, like, field tending any of these guys, just, like, whoever we can manage to get. Leah, you can capture that guy. Orders. Unforbid the things, and that our mechs and our little dryads back to being unrestricted. Okay, it is the 11th of December. It's very snowy out here. Our caravan has been taking forever to get here. Just didn't think about it being the middle of winter. So we'll probably wait for these guys to get back before we assault this guy. And hopefully by then it'll be April, May, and we'll be able to head right in. I'm thinking we might just send like our melee folks. Just have them go in, research, search and destroy, and come right back out. I think that could be fine. Well, Celine is in labor. So we're gathering for childbirth. I noticed that there wasn't a father that was going to be pregnant. Celine is married to Ivor. She has an ex-lover. I don't know who this is. Maybe it was a visitor. But so Celine has a daughter with, I think she had a relationship or had an affair with like Rolly before she got together with Ivor. So they had like a thing, right? Rolly, is Yuna also your daughter? Yeah, Yuna is your daughter, and then you have the twins with Avoka. So after, while Celine was pregnant, maybe she got together with Ivor. So they've been together this whole time, but I just looked at the baby's genes. Tiny body scale. This baby's parent is a gnome. So did she cheat on Ivor with this guy? And this is... Okay. Ivor, you are like a saint. You're just like helping to raise everyone's children but your own. But just a lot of genetic diversity coming out of this situation with Celine. She dropped her Zeus hammer. Let's go ahead and orders unforbid. Make sure someone picks that up. Marn here going to help her out with that. And our trade caravan finally arrived. So we'll get rid of all of this and we will get these guys marching home. They will hopefully be marching home with a lot less stuff. So hopefully it'll be a lot quicker. Okay. The baby's name is Cogswyn. Let's name the baby. Last name Cogswyn. Father is Brix. Brix has not been in a relationship. Apparently he had some kind of affair with Celine. Celine is easier to say, so I'm just going to try and pronounce it that way. Derlin Cogswyn, welcome to the colony. The illegitimate child of one of our founders. So when it comes to our founders, Bella's had a child. Brix has now just had a child. Marn has adopted children. So we have his adopted... Well, we have his stepson, Clay. We have his adopted son, who is Alum, who's an ally. He joined the Named Ones. Because of that, he has a grandson, Adamar. And then Harwick also has a child. Clay is his child, right? Clay's out on the caravan. He had Clay with Isha, Bella, Harwick, Marn, Brix. Was that all of our founding colonists? I think it might be. Let me like take a look real quick. Oh, Dunmore. Dunmore was also one of our founding colonists. He's had a couple children. So he has Elias and Saria Stonehollow that he's had with his wife Imra. So little dwarf and half-elf children, or half-elf, half-dwarf children. So all of our founding colonists have had children in one way or another. Derlin being the most recent one of those, I guess. Caravan has finally returned. It's the 14th of December, so I think we're clear. Let's go ahead and get our next group out. We're going to form caravan. people and animals. We're going to grab all of our guards except for Celine, since she is taking care of a child right now. But that's plenty of people, I think. Travel supplies, packaged survival meals. Sure, that's fine. Change route. It's going to take a day to get there. Go ahead and send you guys. While they are out, where is Brix? Let's go ahead and summon this guy. It's not a huge raid. We'll confirm that. Let's have our dryads stick to the wild reach area. Let's have our mechs stick to behind our walls as well. Everyone else, I think, should be fine. We'll just send our rangers out to go meet those mechs in the field. And that should be that when it comes to construct research. We'll still have to do the research itself, but we'll finally get to do the Ultratech. When it comes to gestation of stuff, what do we have here? Standard power chips, advanced, basic, and standard. So advanced tonal cores, that's what we need for like the big mechs, right? Oh, we also need power chips and stuff too. So we'll probably want to like continue to call mechs. Maybe we just like always have a couple of these around. Because as we continue to call like the, you know, this mech boss over and over again, she'll bring other bosses with her. So that'll be a way for us to get some of those ships. We have so much raw mithril. I don't think we're storing it anywhere. Like this was like one of our very first stockpiles and I hate it. I think we do have all these buildings here now, though, so we should start kind of storing some of those things there. Let me check on that. We'll get some of this stuff moved out. Storage, we're going to make that low priority. Brix, where are you at? You live in this neighborhood. Okay, so you're there. We will see when those guys arrive. Okay, Overseer arrived pretty quickly. Ooh. Why don't you go ahead and get into your defensive position? I don't know where these guys are headed, but let's do a marksman command. And we will gather here in front of Fort Bear. Let's have some more folks pop in, just in case. Why don't you guys, like, pop in that area? Oh yeah, these guys are, like, coming straight in. I did not expect that. We will release animals on anyone that has that. Okay. Oh, okay, so Apocryton. I was like trying to figure out like what this guy was. Okay, we've stunned him. Oh, he's like basically dead. Okay, cool. That was not bad. You guys are good to go. Let's unforbid all this stuff, and then Brix, will you analyze the chips? That was not bad. I do kind of want to use some of this as decor, so I like swapped it around a little bit, but I think we'll just continue to like occasionally call Apocrytons in the future so that we can continue to get more of those chips and chips from any bosses that it decides to bring with it. Caravan, they just got outside basically, but they should be there in the morning. Well, you know, by dinner time. We have arrived at the Worshipful Village. I think I'll have Magnus do the research since he has some ranged abilities. We have one door here, so we will stand in it. How far out are you guys? Not too far out. Let's go ahead and speed some things up a little bit. How many folks do we have here? 15? As you might be able to tell, I think most everyone is wearing mithril gear. Well, we still have a couple steel ancient plate armors. But we are swapping that stuff out to Mithril, so everyone is pretty well equipped. Oh, what are you? My dude, you are a gladiator. Oh, you're what Bella is. Okay. So Bella, let's have you up back here. Marka, Isha, Lay, we'll have you right up front. Actually, let's not have you up front since you have like the fire sword. Do something like that. Okay, Alex, you're coming in there. Lay, why don't you stand here? So, or maybe here? We'll have to see where like Bella ends up pulling people. Okay. Prioritize hacking. Bella, why don't you grapple this guy in? Play, why don't you melee attack this one? Oh. Oh, head clean off. No chance. Okay, Magnus, why don't you pop in? And you can do like arcane bolts, right? Oh, they keep like closing the door. Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and search and destroy? Just everyone go search. Magnus, I think you can blink. Oh, okay. I think that's a paladin ability where they come like flying into melee like that. Getting a little beat up, but I don't think it's going to be a problem for anyone. Magnus, my dude. We grabbed you because you're really great at melee. You're getting stunned by a tribal in a leather coat. Okay, here we go. And Isha, why don't you face strike this person? Orca, why don't you face strike this person? Okay, there you go. Oh. Oh, we got a bolt coming in. Sidecasters. Jump to location either side. We finished researching, so I think we just have to get off the map, right? So we can probably just like head down this way. Let's make sure we don't leave anyone behind. And I'm going to take them off of search and destroy. Oh, Orca, you're still on search and destroy, my dude. I'll gather right there. Magnus, you can probably blink forward. Orca, health-wise, no immediate danger. Probably no immediate danger on any of these guys. Isha's probably the next most injured. 15 hours. That's not a big deal. Okay. Orca, can you just phase strike? Yes, you can. Okay. Go ahead and wander off, my dudes. Alex, we need to get you sprint so that you can keep up with the rest of these guys that have movement abilities. We should get our quest complete as soon as you get off the map. There it is. The Forgotten Device Outpost. Okay. You've learned of an ancient terminal. It's another one of these. Where is it? Jump to it. It is where we've been to that location before. So apparently some tribals have found another one and set it up right here in this like boom rat oasis. Like, what is going on here? Anima soils, animal flora, jadeite chunks, jadeite mountains, foggy boom rat habitat, coastal. There is a lot going on. So, okay, you guys will be home tomorrow, basically. Back at home, we have, I think we pretty much gotten the Stone Hollow residence like up and running in its new situation. We have some tables and chairs that we're working on. I decided to upgrade their door. We're giving them a castle door. And it feels like this is part of kind of like the Stoneway pass over into Cogswyn, which is pretty cool. We are going to be moving some of this stuff around so we can reconfigure it, make that a home. I think everyone has a home of some sort, or they're sleeping in a Bella, why are you in the barrack? Bella, you should have a spouse that you're sharing a bed with. So we'll get that fixed. But yeah, everyone should have individual or family homes of some sort, except a couple of our rangers, I think, and guards are over here occupying Fort Bear, which is what I want. I want a few of like our army folks occupying these various forts that we're going to have around. I am building, we're going to do a whole drying area over here. This is going to be cold storage and butcher tables. It just doesn't make sense if we're doing any hunting to haul all of it down to Cogswyn down here. We will probably make this kitchen maybe a little bit bigger, and then we will get rid of the butcher table, we'll get rid of the corpse storage, and then we'll probably shrink this back down to its original plan. So we'll make the kitchen a little bit more roomy, and then this will just be food storage. We'll get the medicine stored somewhere else. We'll get this out of here, and we should probably find a better place for our coal production. Looks like we are starting to move some of the ores out of here, which is great. I just need to probably either dump some wood off the map or find a better stockpile for that stuff. We might actually have plenty of space up here. Oh, we have so many buildings. We do have some space in here. I think maybe we'll just build another storehouse, probably one of these buildings, maybe sooner rather than later. We are getting the vineyard prepared as well, so we can get someone moved in there. And we are doing all our spring planting for the season. So like this grassy area and the poppy fields, I think, is a really great addition, just so that we have like that open sight to our enemies that are coming in. I might want to do some grassy areas down here. I don't want it to be this stark. So I might do some things to try and get it to blend a little bit more, or we'll see what it looks like if some trees pop in. Over here, we are almost done with that, so I'm hoping that'll be a good clear space for the constructs to be landing in the future, the pods. That way we don't have them popping in on our base anywhere. That was like my biggest concern, but I'm super excited about this, you guys. It's looking so good. I think we'll do terraforming over here just so it blends a little bit better. It kind of looks like a very obvious like eyesore in its current state, but yeah. I think maybe next week we'll get the vineyard up and running. We'll have to figure out like who a good planter is, and we'll move a couple over to take care of that operation. I would like to get Farhold Island and the Farhold operational, and I would like to start collecting some bioferrite so we can get some sharp weapon upgrades on these folks. That's going to be it for today, though. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.